Yeah.
This is going to sound insane, but I feel like before, when I had curly hair and I was bigger, as if that was even big, like people literally would treat me just like as a foreigner, but now that I look like this, people treat me like as a woman.
Hello, my name is YOLISSMA and I'm from Houston, Texas.
Such a pretty name.
Thank you so much.
I'm JAYLA and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
Pleasure to meet you, JAYLA.
Nice to meet you. I know we were both invited here to sort of, share our experiences, and I think because we present differently, there might be some differences in our experiences, and I think it would be really interesting to sort of like delve into that.
Yeah, I agree. I've had many interesting experiences here, but yeah, especially us being both American, Black American.
I love hip hop. Oh my God, I love Jay-Z.
No one has told me that.
Are you kidding? I get that little reggae modi.
I've never gotten that.
No, I get it all the time.
Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, it's funny because when I came to Korea, I actually came not knowing anything about Korean culture. Yeah, I just applied for the job and I got it.
Almost every single time somebody has told me I'm pretty, they're like, you must be mixed. You don't look like a regular Black
in
person.
Korea.
Yes, I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Oh my God. And it is so hard not to like flip. I'm like, I've heard that so many times.
Do you think maybe it's your skin tone?
I would say it's probably my, living here has ruined my self-image. I don't know what I look like, but I would probably say it's like my body, and then.
So it's like being tall and slimmer?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
And then no, I would say just because of the image that people have of Americans, but also
Black Americans.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, okay.
You don't have like a huge nose. Like, there's a better way to say that. Oh my God, they're like, and your lips aren't giant. And oh my God, you have such a small face.
Small face. Yeah, Koreans do like small face.
I still don't understand.
Yeah, it was not something I ever thought about actually. Yeah. Like they desire that, and that's their frame. So they're able, I feel, to maybe connect more, versus someone who has curly hair, like big curly hair, and full lips, like it's, but I've never thought about it like that because the Koreans I have encountered have been, besides those stories, no one has ever no Korean has come up to me and said those things. Yeah. Maybe they're thinking it and they just don't say it out of politeness, but.
Every single time I have a shoot, they want my hair straight. Every single time. Yeah. Every single time. I'll also say living here changed the way that I feel about my hair, because this is a wig, obviously.
Positive or good?
Negative, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, because my hair used to be just like afro, it was maybe here. And then I moved here and I would wear it out and I would just get so much.
Maybe because they admired it.
No, but people would make negative comments about it as well. I'm
in Korean?
Both in Korean and those who did speak English and make some comment or joke. I did shave my head a year or two ago, but it wasn't because of that. It was because it is so. Girl,
I can't imagine. I cannot imagine that.
I think that people prefer straight hair because it's less of a spectacle. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not too different for them. I can see that fitting the Korean standard once again. Yeah,
it fits. People don't like to stand out really. So.
Yeah, I could see you fitting the standard for the look that they want, but I could also see myself fitting the standard for the look that they want.
I was walking down the street the other day and some group of men, Korean men, stopped their car, honked at it, and were like, hey.
That's never happened to me.
I want to just be ignore people staring, but I feel like it's low-key a safety issue because again, I've been followed so many times. People have done weird stuff to me so many times.
So to hear this, I'm like, Koreans do this? They're like this? What? Where am I?
It's crazy to me that you don't experience.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a lot. I am literally just in my house basically all the time unless I'm working. And if I have to go somewhere, ideally, if I'm taking a subway, it'll be with a friend. But if not, girl, I'm taking that taxi.
Yeah, no. What other experiences have you had? I'm just curious. What this is the world that I've never been into. You're like.
This will happen frequently. I'll be walking down the street, a group, normally girls, or like a girl and her partner, or just male friend will go by, and the girl's like, oh, she's so pretty. And like they're talking to me, I'm like, oh, thank you. So sweet.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So I guess I do not fit the standard, but maybe I should straighten my hair and see what happens.
Okay, because you get treated differently, 100%. I was treated differently when I was heavier.
And you're saying you're heavy. I can't imagine that either. She shaved her head and she said she was heavier. Wow.
I mean, like, I was like 135 pounds, and I was like, I am a whale. And I never thought that way until I came here. I never thought that way.
Because you're so petite.
It's not that. I feel like it's the way that people talk about weight here. You will see a girl who's built like this, and she'll be like, oh, I gained so much weight. Oh my God. I'm like not eating. I have to diet. And then when I was in high school, because I was here for a tiny bit in high school, I was on the bus and I saw an ad for diet pills, and it literally listed like a good weight and a bad weight. It was like, if you are this weight, mind you, that weight was like below average in the US. I was like, oh, child. Oh.
I'm wondering if it's because I'm a foreigner, so I already know I'm not gonna fit that box. When my expectation is just not there.
Partially, slightly align more with the standards. I honestly feel more pressure to fit them more. As much as it sucks, you do get treated better the more you align with the standards. And that's true for Korean people as well. Like that's why, people care so much about their appearance because, you get pretty privilege, you get treated better. I feel like, I'll see the way that my friends will be treated sometimes. And like, I've looked differently.
They look like me?
Some of them, but some of them, I don't know how to phrase this.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about some stuff.
People will hold the door for me, but not for some of my friends sometimes. I'm like, okay.
Hold it for you, but okay.
Yeah, or like.
I'm me, and when I'm with my friends, I feel like now I should hang out with my friends with the straight hair more to see, well, how are you treated? Yeah, she dates Korean guys more, and she has talked about the standard. She has straight hair like you, so, and she said like that's what they like, that's what they want. Yeah. I like my hair. I wonder if like the stage of our life that we were in when we first came affected the way we've responded. Because when I first came, again, I was in high school, I was 16. I came for like 6 months, and then I came back for university when I was 18. I don't know who you are. I don't know who I am now. Yeah. So I wonder if that played into it a little bit. I could see that. Yeah, that would make sense. I never thought about it, but yeah, if I probably would have came very like straight out of college, then Korea probably would have been very more influential on my image and how I saw myself. And I probably would have low self-esteem, and I think also like the reason why I came here, like I said, I didn't come here because, I wanted a Korean boyfriend or I wanted to like fit their standard. Like I came here because, of one goal, which I'm not at college, but it's okay. When it comes to like, what does it take for a Korean woman to be pretty? I feel like to be skinny. They really like skinny, so I would say skinny. I can't tell you exactly what size, free size, whatever that is. Straight hair, because they have straight hair. Double eyelid. I know they like to get the double eyelid surgery, but I think their eyes are fine the way they are, but they want that double eyelid surgery. And they really want, I thought this was very interesting. Yeah, they get nose surgery to make their nose more narrow, to have more pointy nose. In appearance, you know what? I do have an experience. I just thought about it. Okay, so I have a friend. She was invited to a party by a Korean guy. I don't know. It was like a social gathering and he needed foreigners. So he invited her. She said, well, can I invite 2 of my friends? And so I'm brown skin, chocolate, and then the other girl is more lighter complexion. We both have curly hair, but the friend that was invited had straight hair like you. So she said, the guy said, okay, send me pictures of your friends. We sent the pictures, and he says, oh, sorry, we decided to cancel the party. So I'm thinking, he really canceled the party. Like, why would they cancel? I don't think he canceled. He just said that because he didn't want y'all to be there. And I'm like, well, why would he not want us to be there? So then that's when I learned, there's a standard. Like, I've never, once again, if I'm not around other people, like how am I supposed to compare myself to, That was, I think, the most experience I can think of at the moment. Yeah. People be lying. I was walking into the subway and some man
chases me down. He's like, I need your number. Please, you're my type. Like, I'm so
Did you
scared.
ask him like why were you like why am I your type?
I mean, I was late.
Okay.
To,
I was
a
just
photo
wondering like
shoot to
why?
something.
What is it?
But also, I'm so scared of men. They scare me so
Did you
much.
take off running?
No. I was like, oh, like sorry, no, I'm late. I have to go. So sorry.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you. But that's happened a few times, and I feel like because of the stereotypes about Black women in this country, people will be a lot more like forward. And then before I met my boyfriend, if I did go out with someone, they would be very overly like sexual. Because they're like, oh, well, you know, like Black women are so open, they're so free. I'm like, please, no, ma'am.
I've not had that experience.
No, sir. It's a lot.
Oh my
It's a lot.
goodness.
I downloaded Tinder one time.
I won't be. Yeah, no. I've heard that too.
You should see the messages that I would get. It would literally be I had not spoken a word to that man. It's just sex. Sex out there.
Oh yeah, no. See, that's why
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Deleted it. Oh my god, it was crazy. I've had so many creepy experiences on the subway, and of course every foreigner gets stared at, but I don't think I'm special or whatever, but I like people, I mean like from the time they get on the train to the time they get off, they're just like,
oh.
and it's so weird.
What
And
line
the men
is
will like
this?
smirk. It'll be literally any line 2, line 1. Okay, one time I was in Busan with my friend, and the subway was basically empty. I think we were the only 2 people. So we sit down, and this random man comes up, and he stands right in front of us, and is just like looking at us, and just like, oh, it was so creepy. Or like they'll be across the street, and they're like, ooh, please don't. Like I hate being perceived. I hate being perceived.
You know what I love?
Oh my god, like I have so many experiences like that. I've been like groped on the train.
Oh no.
I've had men like follow me around, like waiting outside of stores for
I've
me.
heard that.
It's so scary.
Oh, I've had a time where actually a Korean guy physically like assaulted me. So what happened was I was standing at the doors there first, but he wanted to get off first. And so when I was getting ready to walk off the subway, he physically grabs me and he shoves me back. Yeah, and I almost fell on the ground, but you know, the subway is so crowded, so they broke my fall. If they had not been there, I would have fell to the ground because he threw me so hard down. First of all, I'm a young lady and you're a man in his 40s. Why are you, the strength is just, not even on the same level, you know, and the fact that just because you wanted to get off the subway first, like I wasn't in the wrong. You know, like I had to pull myself up, and then I was like trying to talk to him. That was like the most like physical altercation I've had on the subway, yeah. I remember like maybe 2 years ago, I decided to like go explore in the snow, won't be doing that again. And I slipped and fell on black ice. This Korean man saw me, like he was walking, I was walking this way, I slipped and fell. And then he saw the whole thing. And then I was like on the ground. He came up to me, he looked at me, he said, ah, and then kept walking. And I was like,
what?
You came up to me in my face.
That's crazy. At least pretend you just didn't see it at all.
No, don't even do that. Why don't you come?
I feel like that's worse though. I would rather someone pretend they don't see it than just be like, damn, and leave.
I think that basically he was saying that like Korean style, like, ah. Why would you not come up and see if I'm okay?
To be honest, I don't think that a lot of Korean people do that to anybody. Which again, it's like I feel like it's a cultural. What is your thought about that? Am I right? I don't want to offend anyone.
At that point, I was really over Korea at that point because I was just like, how can you see someone hurt themselves that way? You know, like I don't speak Korean, so how can I say help? I didn't even know how to say help at the time.
Were you like injured or?
Yeah, I had knocked myself out. So I couldn't stand because I was so dizzy. So I had to lay back down on the ground.
And no one helped you?
No one helped me. People were like walking past me at the park. And I called one of my best friends and I just started crying. I tried to have a balance.
Okay.
So, for example, if there are certain things I like, I'll try to incorporate them in my life, and then certain things I won't incorporate because I know it's just not me.
Same.
So, for
I
example,
feel like
when
that's
it comes to fashion or makeup, then
Okay, no, I like that. Okay. I feel like I'm the same, but honestly, like Korean fashion and makeup like isn't really
you think it's
like
too conservative?
appealing. No. First of all, why are you saying that? Oh my gosh, shade.
No.
It's not that. It's not that. It's just.
That's what I've heard. That's what I see.
It is like.
I mean, some of it I can like, okay, I can work with that, and then some be like, no, they should have left that little house on the prairie dress. On the prairie.
That's crazy. Crazy. Okay, I feel like Korean, like clothing, makeup, all of that doesn't really align with my personal style. Adopt those aspects, but unfortunately, negatively, I feel like it has more of an impact on me physically. Like again, like losing weight, it's like, straight hair, all of that stuff. So I've seen ads where it's like this weight is too big and this weight is a good weight, and then you'll.
But why do you let that affect you?
Girl, it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose. I was a child at the time when I saw it. It's literally because the way that other people will treat you is so different based on the way you act. It's like, I'm
living outside the bubble. I don't know this. Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is going to sound insane, but I feel like before, when I had curly hair and I was bigger, as if that was even big, like people literally would treat me just like as a foreigner, but now that I look like this, people treat me like as a woman. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I'm trying. What? Foreigner, but woman now. Like more lady, like more.
No, like. I don't know how to.
He understands, so I'm not understanding.
I don't know how to explain it. Like.
There's a whole world. I'm just okay.
In terms of myself, I definitely did like try a little bit to meet the standard, like in terms of the way like my body looks, I guess, and like my hair, stuff like that. But as much as it sucks, again, people do treat you better if you match the standard more. And I do think it's the same in every country, but I think it's especially strong here. So I did try to change myself in that way. Also working as a model, the more you fit the standard, the more jobs you're gonna get.
I can see that. That's what I was thinking, like for work purposes. But I also think, I want to add this. This is my thinking. You can try to fit their standard, but you'll like never, match it.
Exactly.
But if they, and this is anywhere in the world, but I've seen this happen in Korea, where if they want you, they're gonna make space for you. They're gonna make room.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen for people, so.
Very true, very true.